So I've previously reviewed this little Zenico ZF01 flash unit. It's a small, easy to pack, diminutive flash unit that packs more of a punch than the default flash built into your camera. So it fits on your camera, it works very well. There's only one downside to it in that it's so small, it's also very short. And so if you have a kit lens, that's fine, but if you have a longer lens like this, you could have the lens cast a shadow, a kind of a rounded shadow on what you're taking a picture of. So Zenico has sent me this guy to review, which is a solution to that. So this is the Zeniko FM01. It's a folding hot shoe, and essentially it will fit on top of your camera, and then it pops up so that it raises the flash unit up an inch or so. Now this only has the single point hot shoe. There's no digital, no HLL, anything like that. So it's just, it triggers the flash, that's all it does. And it folds back down, folds up, it's manually operated. You just pull it up and up it goes. So installation is super simple. You basically put it on the camera, you put the flash unit on this guy, and as you can see, it gets it up a decent amount there, so now you're not going to have a shadow cast by this lens unit. When you're not using it, it just folds down like that, and off it goes. Alright, so testing functionality, you push the shutter button and your flash fires. So it does trigger the flash properly. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't also do that while it was raised. So, it triggers your flash. It's relatively stable here. It's thin, but it also has, the hinges are heavy friction. It takes a decent amount of effort to flip this thing in. I'm having to use, both sides of my hands. I'm not just like pushing this down. Once you set it up and put it in place, it's pretty rigid there. I'm not worried about wiggling around. And when it's folded down, there's definitely no problem here. I mean, this is not designed for a super big flash unit. It's designed for kind of a small mini flash unit. So just in the stowed position, it adds maybe 3/4 of an inch to the height here. It's not a whole bunch of extra, height or bulk. But when it goes up, now you have like 1 3/4 inches, and this guy is definitely plenty high at that point. So pretty simple. It does what it claims to do. It feels like it's in pretty quality there. Those hinges, are nice and solid, and it doesn't have any like springs or anything. You just have to push it where you want it, and then you push it back, and it folds down. It's ready to go the next time you want to use it. It goes into my camera nice, and it's not easy because you don't want it to be able to come out, but I can push it in with one finger. I can take it out, and it's not extremely difficult. It's not too tight, but it's definitely a snug fit. Has some springs on the sides there, so it's not going to be falling out of your camera. So I was sent this guy to review for free. If you wanted to buy it, it would be about $7. And I think that price is pretty reasonable for what you're getting. I mean, it's just a physical mount, has a pass-through for the single hot shoe point, works very well. If you have, something like this or any other small mini flash unit where you just need a little more height with your particular lens system, it's a very nice little add-on. Now, my only downside here is the Zeniko ZF01 case doesn't have a place where you can just stick this and store it in the case. You're going to have to store that separately from the flash, or find a slightly bigger case to accommodate both of those. If you've kept the box, it easily fits in a corner of the box, and you can still close the box up.